this becomes a hazard, can't really move anywhere, and then people keep pouring in.
It's crazy. Es loco.
Good morning from Mexico City. Today is November 2nd, and this is the official day of the Day of the Dead.
We have had our coffee this morning because there's a Starbucks downstairs, and today we plan on taking you to Mixquic.
Mixquic.
Yeah, and that's a smaller town just outside of Mexico City, and they have a really great Day of the Dead celebration down there, according to the concierge here at Le Meridien. It's really sunny right now, and we're hoping it stays that way, but it might not. We'll see.
We're on our way to Mixquic. The only way to get there is either by taxi or rent your own car, but we're using Uber.
Get here over a lot of bumpy roads, but it looks like we're in a completely different world altogether.
Mixquic is one of the must destination for the Day of the Dead celebration. There's a few things at store here, including the cemeteries and the church. And now we're in the middle of the festival.
It's almost like a county fair in the United States. It's such a kind of a carnival atmosphere here. I really wish I could open a flower shop for just one day a year, because you would make a fortune. The amount of work that people are doing here is just enough to blow you away. It's a beautiful festival.
There's Michael being mobbed by local children.
So I just got stopped by a bunch of children who wanted to know if I wanted to do an interview. It was just to practice English, and they had their teacher with them, so it was actually kind of cool. They were really nice, and then I had a bunch of people come up to me after to sort of practice their English, and they said, "Hi, how are you?" and that kind of stuff. So it was really good.
His church is not old, I guess 1930s. There's some stack of bones in the middle of the courtyard, and there's like a fountain that's kind of overshoot, the water, and kids practicing English apparently. So it's pretty cool. So far so good.
Are you having fun, Hall?
This is so good. I haven't had cotton candy for years.
So all that, it just turned out to be 3 tacos.
I think this is the proper way to eat it. Put some lime on, put some of this green stuff in it. So I'm just gonna eat it. So that's really fatty. There's a lot of smokiness to it, and it's a bit chewy texture-wise. And the second one, that's definitely like more a barbecue, kind of a little bit tangy, slightly sweet, and savory. Third one, arrocheras. Very chewy. It's similar to the first one, except this is much darker, much deeper sauce. But they're all similar actually. Just slightly different taste variation of the meat. It's pretty good. I definitely would order it again. As you can see, it started to rain, and I bought this, I guess, really cheap poncho.
One of us was smart enough to bring an umbrella.
No, the other one, actually, his umbrella broken. Anyway, so this is the 10 pesos, so it's really cheap ponchos.
It's made for kids.
Yep, but it'll do the job.
You look great.
Awesome, thank you.
One thing that I've noticed, the difference between Mexico City and here in Mixquic, is that in Mexico City, although I know they take this very seriously, it seems a lot more done up for tourists. Here, this is really personal. So even though it's raining, and even though we didn't get a really sunny day out of it, just the feeling of watching people decorate the graves of their ancestors, it's a very big family day. It feels a lot more personal. You have a lot more empathy here for the people that are doing it. So if you ever get a chance to come to Mexico, you should come here.
Into this alley, and it just full a lot of characters, colorful figures, and we found Mr. De La Cruz.
It's the character from the movie Coco.
That's Michael with Mr. De La Cruz. Oh my god, when we flew over, I always want to get churros here from Mexico City. It just tastes different. Yay!
Ho ho ho! These are actually really good. They're every bit as greasy and sugary as I expected.
Since a lot of people doing it, just kind of respectfully going into the cemetery plots, you have to be very careful because the path is really narrow, and obviously you want to be respectful. But it is really pretty, and it smells really nice because all fresh flowers.
You can probably tell just by looking at these things how much work goes into this. Every year on this day, families come and they remake this graveyard. It's absolutely amazing.
Try to drone it. Everywhere you go, major street, there's just a lot of street vendors, a lot of displays, and in this case, we got 2 big skeletons.
So here's how they make it. They take this yellow corn and they push this stick up through it. And then what they do is they take a half a lime and they squeeze all the lime juice over it. Then they take about 2 or 3 spoonfuls of mayonnaise and put it all over. And then they put salt on the mayonnaise, and then they throw this cheese over it, and it gets all on there. And they put this red spice, which I don't know what it is. I think it just might be seasoning salt. So far, it's pretty good. I hate corn on the cob, but not because it doesn't taste good. It's because my teeth don't do very well with it. I brought floss with me, but now I can't find it. Oh well, I'm gonna eat it anyway.
How much is it?
25 pesos? I have to find my floss. If I can't find my floss, I can't eat this.
Yes, you will.
It'll hurt. Ta-da! I found my floss. Now I can eat my corn.
Is it spicy?
Más o menos.
Throughout the day, we see a lot of food vendor in the festival. I just saw a lot of this meat on stick that I really want to try it. Muy linda. Sí, gracias. The way she prepare it is with the hair dryer. Comes with the lime on the top and onions on the bottom. It's good. Definitely taste the Valentina because the very top thing that she put on. Although it looks dry, but the meat inside is actually juicy. It's only 60 pesos. It's really good. It's gonna be my dinner tonight. Right before we leave town, we decided to go back here to the cemetery. Right now, even though it's much prettier in the dark with the candles, it's just like a zoo. Everybody's coming here and then it feels so bad. Like I try to not to step on anything. Yeah, this is Mixquic and at night it is really beautiful.
Puede llegar a este panteón de limpiar las tumbas y también adornarlas con
This is a bit crazy. This becomes a hazard by its own because you can't really move anywhere and then people just keep pouring in. Right, like 20 minutes later.
It's crazy. Es loco.
That's Mixquic Cemetery in the cathedral. By the way, we did see somebody else doing it, so that's why we're doing it.
Every one of those lights is a graveyard. It's starting to rain now, so we probably best bring it back. Put it up a bit and see if I can get a whole... Oh, you know, I wasn't recording.
Are you serious?
It helps to record. I've been doing this for 2 or 3 minutes now, and I haven't recorded a single second of it.
To be a night festival, and at night the people probably about 10 times much larger than during the day. But it's raining, so we are heading back to our hotel.
We're really having a rough time trying to get home. We are an hour and a half at least away from Mexico City. This is our Uber car, and every time it seems to get closer, it jumps around. I don't think we really understood how many people were going to be here. But right now we're trying to get an Uber and it's just about impossible.
This is like 4 times we got picked up finally, and the first 3 are dropped off. So we were hoping that Uber are gonna take us home easily, but of course there's thousands of people here and the network jam. But hopefully this one is good.
We really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, and we have more videos from Mexico coming up.
Thanks for watching.
And then the plan this afternoon is go to a place, and Holliff, you're going to have to help me pronounce this. What's it called again? Mixquic. Mixquic.
Mixquic.
Side of Mexico City called Mixquic. Mixquic.
Mixquic.
Mixquic. And here in
Mixquic.
Mixquic. If you ever get a chance to come here to, I can't remember the name.
Mixquic.
Mixquic.